Hey guys, how's it going? Jazzy Jeff here in the wonderful game room, as always. So, right off the bat, as you guys can tell from the thumbnail as well as from the description of the video, the title of the video, this is a special bonus video to say thank you to all of you who have been so nice enough to subscribe to my channel, but also to watch and comment my channel. It's been growing for the past couple months now, and finally got over the 100 sub mark, as they call it. So hopefully the channel will continue to grow, and I'll find more ways to keep it growing. So, as always, I always thank all you guys for sharing me, and if you know anybody that might like the content that I produce, make, obviously let them know. So, basically, I figured I'd just do what I always do in a lot of these kind of last-minute videos, is just show stuff. I love showing stuff. You guys seem to really enjoy looking at it. It always evokes something. I'll show 10 things, and I'll get like 8 different comments about 8 different items. But it just shows that like everybody has one thing that they really like, and that's great. And then there's always like those 2 items that nobody talks about. But that being said, I'm just gonna start grabbing shit and showing it to you. So first up is just a random trading card that I had loose here. This was one of my favorite cards from that pack. It's just awesome. It shows all 5 Rangers at the command center, the original 5, even before the Green Ranger showed up. Just great stuff. Really cool, really nice. These were a collector card by Saban. Made by Saban, and I believe this was probably 91, 92, 93, somewhere around there. So, random card. There are some cards here that I just realized were left over from the DVD drinking series, so definitely don't want to show those. Oh, this was pretty cool. So I went to a convention. It was a smaller one. It was nothing crazy. Just, typical standard convention. But before I start jumping into all of that stuff, I will be showing this again in a later video. But I've slowly been having a lot of Frankenstein stuff come up. I don't know what it was. Like, I found this one awesome Frankenstein item on eBay, and it was on sale. It was at a great price, so I snagged it. And then a couple other Frankenstein items popped up because eBay does that whole, hey, you might find this interesting too. So, of all the random Frankenstein things I found, this is the 1992 Pepsi Universal Monsters cards they came out with. I don't know if this was like a mail away. I'll have to look up a little more information on this. Obviously, I'm going to show this in one of my trading card review shows, and I'll have more information for you. But I figured I would just show it early here and give you guys a little tease. But I'm not, there's like a bunch of stuff on the back of it, and I'll get into that later. But very cool. Another neat little trinket right there. So, I think that's everything. As always, I should have prepared and got all this stuff earlier. But the con that I went to, obviously I'll have information in the links below. I just wanted to say real quick, guys, it is hot. It's hot as fuck right now where I live. It got real cold in August, and I was loving it. And now we're in September, and as we get closer to October, which is supposed to be like officially fall weather, it has been getting hotter and hotter and hotter. Like, I broke out the sweatpants. Like, I broke out the jeans. Like, I broke out my sweaters. And, like, I have found myself wearing shorts and t-shirts and button-downs because it just is so fucking hot right now. And obviously, you know, you need lighting for your video, so I got, like, lights going on. And, like, that shit is, like, fucking cooking me right now. So, it's brutal right now. So, I do apologize for the constant wiping of my face and taking my fucking glasses off. But it's because I'm literally just pouring, like, sweat is just pouring down my face nonstop. So anyway, long story short, there was this really cool con that I went to. It's local. It's called NitneyCon. It's, like, in the stages of, like, getting bigger. Unfortunately, this year wasn't as good as previous years. It was kind of a mixed bag as far as, like, business goes. But I did find a couple cool things. I took some pictures, but wasn't really anything, like, worth posting or anything like that. I didn't have a whole lot to say about it overall. But I did meet some really cool people, and I did pick up a couple cool items. My store obviously got some great advertisement, and we did sell a lot of games. So, you know, and we definitely sold to new people that we never saw before. So that's always good. You know, you got to get your name out there. So that all aside, one first thing that's first I thought was pretty funny. I did win a free donut from Dunkin' Donuts Sit, Peel, and Win program. So for those who are fans of Dunkin' Donuts or haven't been to a Dunkin' Donuts in years, now might be a good time to go to Dunkin' Donuts because you can sip, peel, and win a free donut or a free breakfast sandwich or a wrap or whatever. So that's pretty cool. If you're balling on a budget like me, helps out. Okay, guys, so for those who are friends with me on Facebook, you might have seen these items. For those that, like, stalk me on Facebook, you might have seen these items. But I got a couple little things here. So here is the Spider-Man die-cast posable action figures from the early 2000s. I actually used to have a big collection of these. I had, like, some X-Men and Spider-Man and Fantastic Four, I believe. Maybe, yeah, Avengers, because Iron Man was in there. So, and then, I don't know what happened. I just kind of got sick of them, and I needed money. And I saw that they were going for a decent amount online, and I sold them to, like, a local buyer that bought them off me and got me some quick cash. So, but I don't think I'm ever going to go back and collect them again, but I'm a huge Hobgoblin fan, and whenever I see Hobgoblin toys, if they're reasonably priced, I'll pick it up. This one was $1.99, so that's not bad at all. That's probably a lot cheaper than what it sold for brand new. So definitely great deals. Got the old Toy Biz sticker there down in the corner. So pretty cool. These are really neat. I love Hobgoblin, of course. He is my favorite Spider-Man villain. So that is that. I always like picking up at least one loose kind of action figure-y toy. Something different and fun. Here, he's a little banged up. You know, you can tell probably a little kid had him. But I found myself Bizarro, the evil Superman, and how perfect for Halloween right now to be him. You know what's actually really funny? I very rarely ever see this guy as a Halloween costume or cosplayed or whatever. I think this would be an excellent Halloween costume because so many people would automatically think that you're just being like Superman. And I wonder how many people would just be like, you know, why does your, like, face look like that? Why do your hands look like that? But they'd probably just think that you were, like, Superman, just with, like, a really bad costume or, like, a really dirty, greasy face. So, anyhow, that is Bizarro. I don't really know the significance of this particular toy. I don't know if it was just, like, a loose action figure. It almost looks like a kid's meal, but it looks a little too nice to be a kid's meal. So, if you guys know anything about this, obviously leave it in the comment section below. But I did not have a Bizarro in my collection. Now I have a Bizarro in my collection, so there you go. Okay, and then moving on lastly into the realm of Spider-Man. I still have a couple of these. I know I'll have to dig them out. But a couple of these I don't have, and the ones that I do have are in much better condition. So obviously I'll start with the one that I have. I do have this. Obviously this is in better condition, and it still has the clip on the back. These things are like freaking awesome, but super hard to find. And it's even harder to find with that little clip, because with the type of plastic it is, dude, that shit fucking broke immediately as a kid. But they're really cool. You can stand them up like that and display them. And not too many action figures came with little standees like this, and the Spider-Man ones, the Spider-Man line from 1996 did. And I just thought it was cool. So this is like Web Blaster Spider-Man with web cannons. This is Octo Spidey. I always thought Octo Spidey was so neat and interesting. Obviously, he appeared much later in the series at the end as the Spider-Man from another dimension that somehow teamed up with Dr. Octopus or something weird with Dr. Octopus. And for whatever fucked up reason, he has Dr. Octopus's, you know, arms. And I just thought he looked cool. I just thought he looked really fucking neat. This one's wild. Here's Carnage, obviously. Just looks really cool, really rad, and just totally off the wall, crazy. I love how it's showing a little bit of Cletus Cassidy's face. So, definitely some cool stuff. And then, of course, we have Man Spider. I almost bought this action figure, but I just couldn't bring myself to pay. I forget what the guy was asking for, maybe like $4. No. He was asking like $5 or $6 for it. And I know that I could find this sealed in the box for like $5 or $6. So I'm not going to buy him loose when I could probably find him for a lot cheaper. Especially loose. So, anyhow, that is that. So, those were kind of just some little odds and ends. There wasn't anything really big that I saw. Okay, and then there was one last one that I had left out by accident, and that is Tombstone. I actually had this one before, but it got lost. I'm not even sure if I still have it, and if I do, I know it's got to be pretty banged up. So, there you go. Just super neat. And I love little collectible tiny things like that, because you can kind of decorate shelves or decorate, you know, different areas of your bedroom, and it's just really cool. So, the other cool item that I had was, I guess I'll tell the story first. So, you never know who you're going to meet at a convention, or who you're going to bump into, and there's always cool people, you know, and, you know, when you go as a, you know, vendor, obviously, you know, there's a lot of responsibility, and you have to worry about selling and, you know, hitting a certain amount and trying to make money and things like that. And there's lots of setup and lots of responsibility. So it's nice to be able to take a break, you know, from being at the table all day and meeting new people and checking out different things. And the person I met was Megan Cannell. And she had this really cool table called Creation and Spells. So I guess I'll just show her business card real quick. And she's like an artist. She had all different kinds of neat drawings and stuff. I will insert a picture of her table. And yeah, just she just had like just really neat, interesting, you know, trinkets. And she also had some plants there. She was like all about like earth friendly and like recycling and saving the earth, and we had an awesome conversation about that, which is a great thing. It's definitely something that I'm behind and that I try my best to help out with. But I got this neat little plant, and I don't have any plants, and I could definitely use some fresh, you know, oxygen being produced in my apartment for sure. And of course there's Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy on there, Baby Groot. And I actually have not seen either of those movies. I don't know anything about them, but I don't live under a rock that badly, and I do recognize the character from the trailers and, you know, whatnot. So, anyhow, just thought that was really neat. I'm going to try my best to take care of that. I'm usually pretty pretty bad with plants, but I'm definitely going to put a lot of work into making sure that one is okay. So give me a little bit, give me something to do, something new to try out. But anyway, there's her information if you're curious to find out more about her stuff, her artwork, and things that she does. She has a Facebook. Obviously, all of her information will be in the links down below. So, once again, guys, that was the Nittany Con. You're more than welcome to look up information on it. You can find it. It's got a Facebook and a website and all that good stuff. It's just kind of a small little center county thing here in Pennsylvania. Hopefully, it'll grow in the coming years. I'm not planning on moving from this area anytime soon. So, hopefully, that will be a con that will be worth going to, and maybe even filming in the future or doing some type of video thing there. So anyway, guys, this was bonus stuff for you, my fans. I really hope you guys liked it. I know it was really random and strange stuff, but I really like showing random and strange stuff because there's so much shit on YouTube for people to look at, and I kind of like giving people a reason to look at mine. And if I show the stuff that no one else is talking about, then I might have a slightly better chance of you guys checking out these videos. So I'm Jazzy Jeff. This has been a bonus video for my fans. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.